What I'm going to be looking for in part, I'll give you more of a handout for specifics here, is this. You have a quote from someone. Let's say you're up here and you're presenting, or you're just presenting to me, and you have this fabulous quote. I'm going to be looking for more than, yeah, the guy's name was Billy. That's nice. Who's Billy? Who is this person that is giving this view that you thought was so good that you quoted from this person? Okay, is he or she president of some organization? Is he a writer for the New York Times? Who is this person? And you'll find that information in the citation part of the SIRS article. Okay, it's not difficult, right? When you find the article, just go to the top right in green. There's this word that says CITE, cite. Click on it. It then gives you the bibliographic information. So that's one thing that I will be looking for is, are you establishing the credibility of the person that you're quoting from? You also need to present both sides of said issue. If you're talking about capital punishment, I better see a slide in favor of and a slide against capital punishment. Both sides need to be presented. Okay, and you have to support one and reject the other, right? You have to say, yeah, here's what this side says, but here's why I think it's wrong. And the presentation of why you think side is wrong could be up here somehow, but maybe it's just you just saying it. But don't have words with more words and then to end it, more words. God, that's boring. I'm bored, you're bored, they're bored, the American people are bored. Stop being boring. Put a little creativity into these things. When you simply open a Google slideshow and then type a bunch of words, I conclude that you did this about an hour ago. And then you finally just finished, and now you're going to present it, and it's a pile of crap, but you don't care. Okay, come on, put a little pride into these things. This is your third go at this. Be good. Better. Haiku, you're here.
Yeah.
That's it? Hey. Oh, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, great. Okay, any questions on what I'm looking for? I'll probably have some sort of a handout tomorrow where it's like, here, these are the things you need. Bam, bam, bam. Okie dokie. All right. As we're going here, phones away. Really very away. Super away. Oh my God, they're away. Like if I were looking at your desk, I'd say, wow, your phone is really away. Okay. Part of my job is to make sure that you would be able to, let's say the principal walked in and the principal said, hey, Melanie, how come people commit crimes? What are some theories out there? Would you be able to say, well, Miss Donnelly, one theory goes like this. Could you do that? Right now, you should be able to do that and express a couple of different theories, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Uh-huh. Right? This is a theory. This is a theory about why people engage in deviant behavior. They engage in deviant behavior because they have a goal which society is determined to be acceptable, but they take a shortcut to achieve that goal. This is called institutional enemy theory. That's one explanation for why people commit deviant behavior, crimes. But there are other theories, like this one. This is a larger theory. This takes the social enemy theory, the institutional enemy theory, and it expands it because, as we said, social enemy theory, the one from 2 slides ago, is all about innovators. Innovators are people that have acceptable goals, but they have unacceptable means to achieve those goals. But there are other types of deviants. There are deviants that do not accept society's goals. Let's just think about this, just to understand. What color on this slide, colors, plural, what colors are the deviants? Don't say it all out. if I were to have you write down the colors of the deviants, what colors would they be? This one's a trick question, so let's forgive you for not being sure about this, and we'll explain why that's a trick question in a bit, unless one of you know why that's a trick question. Okay, and let me just go through this one by one. Are the green people deviants?
No.
Yes or no? No. They. My God, it says that they're conformists. That's the opposite of deviant. Conform. They conform. They're the ones that color between the lines. When you were young and your kindergarten teacher gave you a crayon, did you color between the lines? Or you were like, ah! If you did that, you were a deviant. Okay. Is orange? Are the orange deviants?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. They commit crime. These are your drug dealers, right? They want to be rich, but they do it in an illegal way. That's a deviant. Are ritualist deviants? What's awesome right now, and when I say awesome, I mean sad, is that there are those of you in here who are so afraid of being wrong that your head did not move. Like I was looking and you were like, keep head still. Do not imply any way that I think yes or no. Right? Because, I mean, after all, if you're wrong to this question, that's it. Your life's over. You have no hope of going to college and being successful and meeting that special someone and having children. And nope, it's over. You're done. I will immediately file a report with that very important government agency, and that's it. You will never be able to borrow money. What?
They're deviants.
You think they're deviants? How many of you agree with them? Huh. I didn't think so. Why are they deviants? What about them is being deviant behavior? Okay, all right, fine. Let me rephrase the question. Where are the criminals? Okay, fine. The priest is a deviant because he rejects wanting to be wealthy. Okay, fine. You're smarter than me. Okay. How about gray? Are they deviants? Uh-huh. Yep. They drink Kool-Aid. Know what I mean? Okay. The reason this is a trick question, I was wondering if anyone could identify. Jack, you do it. Oh, am I bothering you from playing that game?
I'm not playing a game.
Oh. See, I don't know if I just won or lost there. Jack, why is it a trick question when I ask if the rebels are deviants? Very good. These are the people that write their own rules. So when they write their own rules, they're not being deviant.
Couldn't you say that about the retreatists as well?
Yeah, you could. Yes. Okay, so it is a little bit great. The bigger, go ahead. Yeah, very good, right? Does the society accept them? But what Jack's pointing out is that, well, the retreatists are attempting to create their own society by cutting themselves off. So now they have their own society. But I agree with you, right? Again, this is not science or math where there's a definite answer. That's sort of what makes this class fun and frustrating at the same time. Yep.
Does the revolution try to kind of more change that?
Yes, the revolution stays in the society and overturns it. Exactly that. All right, well, let's keep going. There must be more theories about why people engage in criminal behavior. All right, let's cover one or two or three or 100 or 1,000, and then let's go. All right, so this is a theory called cultural transmission. Put you right here. This is you. Go ahead and throw you right there. And here are the things that made you. Okay? Family, Wisconsin, Upper Midwest, your race, your religion, your political views. I could right now ask you how many of you are Trump supporters and how many of you still cannot believe he was ever elected. You want to be wakened from this dream. It's a bad dream. It's lasted quite a while. But all right, so that all impacts you. If, like I could make this prediction, if you steal things, guess what I know about your dad? He's probably some sort of criminal. Now, does that always happen? Nope. but a lot of times it does. A lot of times this is the idea that you are created because of your environment. It creates you. It creates deviance, right? You learn to behave a certain way about in an acceptable way or not an acceptable way from your family, your friends, right? If you're in a gang, what do you think is acceptable behavior? Just think, you're part of a gang. You're part of a street gang in downtown Chicago, okay? What do you think is acceptable behavior? Am I asking a confusing question here? Yeah, violence, swearing, illegal drug selling, all those behaviors are normal. And why do you do that? Well, because you're part of that group, right? Think if you're part of a choir, you're singing in downtown Minneapolis and you have like a 2-hour break. Does the choir say, all right, let's get out there and sell some drugs? Okay, let's get out. Yeah, probably. Right? Well, yeah. A few years back, the choir, the school, now this was a while back, went to Canada to engage in a concert, and one of the people on the bus was caught with weed. And so for a number of years, there were the athletic director put a kibosh on all overnight events. So I was the head wrestling coach at the time. We used to go to this tournament in Ashland, Wisconsin. So the athletic director says, well, you're coming back that night. And, I said to him, but we wrestled the next morning. It's a 2-day tournament. Well, better get up early. And so we decided not to do that tournament anymore. It was depressing. But how did I get on that topic?
Something about some kids.
Okay. You learn normal, and when I say normal, I mean the behavior of your peers, your group. And so you learn that that's normal. You learn what's normal from the group you're in, whether it's your family or your friends. If your friends get together and smoke hooch, you think that's normal, so you smoke hooch. That's my word for weed. I like the word hooch. Okay. Any questions here? Cultural transmission. So again, if Miss Dolly walked in and said, give me 3 theories about why people commit crime, you should be able to do that. You should be able to explain the social enemy theory, which says that people have acceptable goals, but some people have unacceptable ways of achieving those goals. You should be able to explain Merton's typology theory that says that there are 4, maybe 5 different groups of people, conformists, ritualists, rebels, et cetera, and that these 2 are the deviants. And now you should be able to explain cultural transmission, which says deviant behavior is learned by people who are part of groups in which deviant behavior is engaged in. You should be able to do that. Well, let's keep going. Last theory, okay, and then I'll let you go and attack you will. So this is another theory called differential association. Okay, big ideas in this class. That's why I love this class. Okay, this is kind of a fascinating series of bar graphs, and it's actually kind of surprising. So the first set of bar graphs, you'll notice that each set has a purple, a green, a red, and an orange. Okay, purple, green, red, orange. Purple, green, red, orange. Purple, green, red, orange. Purple. Okay, the first set is for larger cities. So think Chicago. The second is for suburban. So, well, let's go with Minneapolis. So Minneapolis. Then you've got suburbs. So think Woodbury. Okay, and then you've got smaller cities. So think Stillwater. And then you've got rural counties, Somerset. Right. So Minneapolis, Woodbury, Stillwater, Somerset. Okay. Purple represents African American gang membership. Okay, so you'll see that 30 to 40% of African Americans in large cities have gang affiliation of some sort. Okay, and then in suburban, it's nearer to 30. In smaller cities, it's 25-ish, and then for some reason, in rural counties, it kind of skyrockets. It's kind of interesting, actually, because this is deceiving. The number The number of African Americans that live in rural areas around here is quite low, but the membership is quite high. So there might be only 10, but 5 of them are in a gang. But over here, there might be millions, but only 35% have gang affiliation. So it actually kind of makes sense. Okay? Green is Hispanic, and so you'll see nearly half in larger cities, nearly half in suburbans, over half in smaller cities, and then for some reason it drops in rural. Okay, Caucasian or white, 8, 11-ish, 12-ish, 13-ish. So these are what sociologists call gang wannabes. You're not actually in a gang, but you like to think you are. Yeah, you think you're bad. And then other Asian gangs, whatever. As an example, yep, Asian gangs. And so the idea of differential association goes something like this. All right, picture that fast, smart kid. Fast and smart. Now take that kid and put him in Eden Prairie. Any of you been to Eden Prairie? Any of you seen Eden Prairie High School? Oh my God. That's like the Wizard of Oz city. That's like Oz, right? We used to wrestle there and I got lost. Like between the bathroom and the gym, it's like, where am I? You know, and the janitor's like, oh, come here, idiot. You know, right, pointed me to the gym. They have an indoor track there. They have a bubble where the football team practices. They got money right over there. Stillwater, how many of you seen Stillwater High School? They have a gym at Stillwater High School that's 4 full courts, one gym. And then they have a separate gym where they play games, right? So every Sunday night, the old people in Stillwater play pickleball, and they're everywhere in that gym. Boy, get out of their way, because pickleball. Okay, anyway, take that fast, smart kid, put him in Eden Prairie, put him in a rather well-to-do family, and you know what that kid is? Starting quarterback. He's got the skills and the environment to succeed at something that Eden Prairie is known for, and that is football. Eden Prairie football, holy cow, pretty good. Although they lost this weekend. Okay, take that same kid, put him in inner city Chicago. You know what he is now? He's a runner. Anyone know what I mean? What's a runner? Yeah, he's a delivery boy, right? What's different? Is his talent different? Nope. What's different is his environment. What's different is what he is associated with. You take that same kid, put him in supportive family environment, supportive educational environment, supportive wealthy environment, starting quarterback, scholarship to UCLA or whatever. Take that same kid, put him over here. He's still using his talents, but for different reasons. Okay, this would be theory number 4, wouldn't it? Enemy, Merton's theory. We've got cultural transmission, and we've got differential association. So I just have it as an example, right? An outgoing boy in a criminal neighborhood joins a gang. An outgoing boy in a supportive educational environment joins the football team, joins student council, right? The kid wants to join something. Well, in a poor area, he's going to join the groups that exist, right? A gang. In a supportive school environment, he joins the choir, whatever, right? Same kid, but engages in different behavior because of his environment, right? Man, there are more. I can't wait to cover tomorrow. Wait till we get into a theory called pigeonholing. Yeah, we'll talk about it right now, right? All right, just to wet your whistle just a little bit, right? Here's Dawson, right? Dawson engages in behavior and Samantha engages in behavior. They do the same thing. And I walk by Dawson and tell her, knock it off. He was doing the same thing, but I ignored him and accused her. She's the deviant, he is not. Why? Maybe. Here, what's different? What? Who decides who the deviant is? Right here. And I might be teacher, but I might be cop. I might be dad. Right? Do any of you have brothers or sisters? Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where both of you were doing something, but mom walked by your brother because he's the favorite? and told you to knock it off, you're like, what about them? Yeah, but you've been labeled. It's called labeling theory. Labeling theory is deviant behavior exists because of the labeler. Really? What? You're throwing things? Who of you is the juvenile delinquent? Okay. Right. That's enough for today. Any questions? What time is this class over? 15 minutes. You have 15-ish minutes to attack your summative. Make it good. Make it good. Okay. I'm done talking.